I've been eating these for about 6 months, and I will tell you they're amazing. It's Rose Sisters chips, and they're unlike any other chip you've ever seen before. First of all, here you have your choice of barbecue, and we also have the original. I am a freak for the original. I like the barbecue. I love the original. They come whole in a bag, and they're jumbo. They're huge. And what you can do is you smash the bag right before you serve them, so they're nice and fresh and crispy. And the best part about it all, they're not fried. They are actually baked. So what that means is 0 oil, 0 cholesterol, and 0 trans fats. When you eat them, you will think you are eating a delicious fried chip because they are so, let me grab one real quick before Paula comes out here. Come on in close. Look at how beautiful they are. Airy, light. These are baked, and then they top them with these seasonings. And what you do is you just crack it in pieces like this. Oh, I'm gonna take this little bite right here, all right? And you can see how light and crispy they are, all right? Here we go. That was soaking wet. I probably shouldn't have put it on my head. I thought it was dry. It's all right, I always keep a towel up here. That is amazing. You know what's funny is I cannot believe that there's that these are 0 oil, no cholesterol. It's amazing. All right, Paula Heimowitz is here today, and she is one of the Rose sisters. Come on out.
Okay.
Come out of here, my lovely lady, with your apron on. How are you?
How are you?
I've been working with Jonathan,
Right.
Who works with the company and all that stuff, but I finally get to meet you. I don't know where you came up with the idea, but honestly, when I first ate it, I thought, okay, this is like a fried tortilla chip.
Right.
There's no oil introduced to it. It's not fried at all. It's just crispy and delicious. And you have your choice today. You can get 4 of the bags or of the original, or you can get 4 of the barbecue, or you can get a combo of 4 and 4 or 2 and 2. And then you can also get the 8-pack. And you can do it the same way. You can get half and half in the barbecue. If you've never tried them before, my advice is to get the original. That's the one I love. So anyway, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
I know this is a one and done. We don't get to see you very often.
Right, exactly.
How did you guys, I know you said your mom had something to do with this. Will you tell everybody the story?
Sure. My mom, who came from Poland in the 1920s, actually had this recipe in her mind, and she brought it with her to America. I was not born yet, so I think it was probably in the 1970s that we transformed it from being on bread, rye bread, or pumpernickel bread, which is what you had in Europe, to tortillas. And it became a family staple. We used it at every holiday, every get-together, and we just got rave reviews about these chips.
They're so versatile.
They are.
I have done this. I have made a pizza out of it. All right, because here's why.
Right.
Because you ever look at the ingredients to the pre-made pizza.
The crust.
Crust.
Right.
And they're full of all kinds of stuff.
Right.
They're loaded with carbs.
Yeah.
They're very heavy. This is very, very light because remember, it's not fried. So if you wanted to do a basic Mama DePandi sauce and you wanted to put some mozzarella and some parma in there, you can make a pizza out of it.
Right.
You could do tostada. It's made for a big tostada.
Absolutely.
Right? You could break it up.
You can break it up. You can put it on top of a plain old salad.
You know what I did the other day?
Salad.
I told you I did it with just onion dip.
Oh, perfect.
And I sat there with a bag of these on one side and a cup of that onion dip. There's a new onion dip that Publix has that I've fallen in love with, and it is so good. My son Danny came over and I said, bro, you got to try those chips. He's a big chip guy because he's a kid. And he went in and he's like, Dad, these are, well, I won't tell you exactly what he said. There was a bad word in there, but it was good. You know, he's like, Dad, these are so, you know what, good. And I said, I know. And then I told him, I'm like, because he works out. He doesn't want to eat a lot of garbage.
Right.
And I said, do you believe they're not fried? He goes, you're kidding me. And he grabbed the bag. And he's looking at it, and I love if you read the bag because it has all the nutritional information. Half of this is only 100 calories. If you eat half of a pizza dough,
oh my God,
that's about 400 calories.
Exactly.
So what do you like to do with it?
Well, I like to do a lot of things with it.
Yeah.
I love to break it up into small pieces and I crush it, and I will make a meatloaf, and I will put all the crumbs in the meatloaf.
I've never done that.
Oh,
so
my
rather than
God.
cracker crumbs or
Right,
breadcrumbs.
breadcrumbs.
Well, because
you
these have
use
flavor.
They have flavor. Also meatballs. I use them in meatballs.
Yeah.
Crush it up.
You know what I would do them, and I love crab cakes.
Oh, crab
I could do them in
cakes.
crab cakes. You know what I would do is I'd probably leave some in the bag and roll it out with a rolling pin, get it a little finer.
Can't go
but,
wrong.
Guys, they're so good. Let me show you what we did. So if you're just doing, we have our soup sampler coming up with Stephanie in just a minute. The barbecue and tomato soup would be amazing. And again, you're not adding a lot of calories. They're low in calories. They have all the good and none of the bad. All right, you can use them in dips. You can use them in salsa, but guacamole. I haven't tried it in guacamole. And
I bet they're delicious.
I make good guacamole.
Right.
Here we have them with just hummus
Right. Perfect.
and veggies, like a little crudité. Over here, and this is, I would say, this is a very, very Spanish or Mexican way to eat this, is with some salsa,
Right.
homemade, and some eggs, right? And then what do you got down over here? That's just a beautiful homemade salsa.
Right. Right. And the other thing that you can very often do, if you're a grandparent, you can buy a bunch of these, and if you have college-age students, you send them off to college, and you will become the greatest grandparent there is.
I'm telling you, it speaks, food speaks, right?
Food speaks,
It's funny
especially to starving college kids.
Yeah, well, my son is already out of college, but he's been with the same girl for like 5 years. She's a nurse. They're doing well. They have an apartment.
Right.
You know how I get her over? Especially around Easter time? No, I buy the little chocolate eggs because she has a
okay.
sweet tooth.
Right,
And she
right.
always comes over for that. My son will come over and he will eat this stuff.
Oh, perfect.
He loves it. And by the way, in the bag, you get what, 3?
3.
And they're big, giant tortillas. And here's what you do. If you watch my fingers, if you want to use them as a chip, that's all you do. Give them a little break. And then I love the resealable packaging. Here it is.
Yes. Here.
Oh, there it is. I got it. I got
There,
it. I
at
should
the
know.
back.
So watch this. Come in close. So there's a strip, and that is so much easier. Do you ever try to open up most bags of
You
chips?
can't.
And then all you do is you get your thumb in there, and you open it up, and now everything is in there is broken up, and I can break it as
Even
much as
more.
I want.
Right.
All right. And you can see now I got all my chips inside. And the best part is when you're done.
You seal it up.
And by the way, I can tell you spent money on the packaging.
We did.
It's really,
We
really
did.
good. And it seals, because if these are exposed to air, you're going to lose the crisp. So I know that was important when you guys
Right.
did this.
Right.
Let me ask about the barbecue. Rocky's watching. He's our producer. And he just said, is the barbecue spicy? I don't think it is.
Not terribly spicy, but it really, if you mix it with something, it gives it a kick, a
Yeah.
little bit of a kick.
Yep.
And it's just delicious.
I would do this with salsa, guacamole, and sour cream, like as an appetizer, and that would be perfect.
Perfect.
If I was using this, I would use this on anything else that you want. This makes great pizzas. It does a ton of great things.
Right.
All right, $22.95 is all you will pay for 4 bags. If you get 8 bags, you get a deal, $39.95. And remember, if you get the brand new HSN credit card, you can get both of these for free, right?
Oh,
You can get
wow.
that because we're giving you $40 today, and you have free shipping and handling. What a
Perfect.
nice pleasure to meet you.
It was a pleasure to meet you
My
also.
dear,
Yes.
so wonderful. You better
And
come back.
We'll see
know,
about that.
I know. I thought maybe I could charm her into coming back,
Yeah.
but all right.
You'll count on my nephew to come
Yeah,
back.
he's great too. All right, love. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, I want to mention the bagels really quick. If you missed them, they're almost gone. What do I got left, Rock? Come on over. So very, very limited. The sausage and eggs sold out, but we still have. But do we have the sausage in a combo? All the combos are available. So if you want to get sausage and you want to get the ham, get 6 of each. Or you can get the sausage with the bacon and cheddar, and you can get 12 of those if you would like. So those are still available, but get them home, $59.95. You get a dozen of these, okay? And they are right out of New York. They're made in New York water. Remember that the bacon and cheddar is an everything bagel, and the other 2 are with plain bagels, if you want to grab those as well. All right? 077030. All right, we are going to step away. When we come back, you know, soup is hard to make, but not if